Hey everybody, it's Brooks here, Senior Pastor, First Baptist Church of the Islands. Thank you for joining me for today's 5 for 5. Hope your day is off to a good start. So today we are talking about the topic of serving. In fact, all through this week, our pastors will be talking about this topic, and it's a really, really important topic. So important, by the way, that in our church's mission statement, it only consists of 6 words, and 2 of those words deal with serving. Our mission statement is to love Jesus, serve others, and to make disciples. And the way we really emphasize serving others is to do that selflessly. So here's the way this plays out. You know, in our church, we have an aim for every person who's a follower of Jesus, for them to mature, for all of us to mature as it relates to discipleship. You know, part of that involves gathering together, worshiping faithfully. Part of that involves being connected with other believers in small group Bible studies. A part of it also includes growing deeper in our discipleship as we take part in D groups and basically make disciples, not just be a disciple, but make disciples. And then finally, we aim to help people to come to the place in their lives as followers of Jesus where they are living on mission every day. And a big part of that includes serving inside the church on mission and serving outside the church on mission. Listen, we have a lot of ministries that are part of our church, and we try to sift our ministries through a pretty tight grid where all of them accomplish the purpose for which we've been established as a church, right? And those ministries aren't going to happen unless there are people who are willing to serve. It's that important. Outside the church, there's so many opportunities to make a difference in your workplace, in your neighborhood, even in your families, and with people that you meet randomly, if we only embrace an attitude of serving one another. So in Galatians chapter 5, Paul is writing to the churches in the region of Galatia, and he talks about the freedom that we have as believers, right? That Christ has set us free from slavery to sin. It says in Galatians 5:13, "For you were called to freedom, brethren." Listen to this. "Only do not turn your freedom into an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another." Listen, you have freedom in your life as a believer, as a follower of Jesus. You have freedom to make choices, and you make choices every single day. Now, you have the freedom to make a choice to live for yourself or to live for other people. If you live for other people, then ultimately that's going to include serving. If you live only for yourself to fulfill your own desires, you're not going to think about others, you're probably not going to love others, and you certainly aren't going to serve them. Paul is making an important point here. He reminds us that even though we are free in Jesus, that freedom includes us living the way Jesus did. And he himself said that he did not come to be served, but to be one who serves others, right? He didn't come to be served, he came to serve. And he demonstrated that perfectly when he died in our place on the cross. And so Paul says here, don't turn our freedom into an opportunity for the flesh. Don't just turn it into an opportunity to focus on ourselves, but he says, through love, serve one another. Love Jesus, serve others, make disciples. He goes on to say in verse 14, "For the whole law is fulfilled in one word in the statement, you shall love your neighbor as yourself." The best way you can demonstrate love to your neighbor is to serve them. God's going to give you opportunities today to do that. What we have to do is to open our eyes to see those opportunities. Some of them are small. Some of them are to just inject kindness and grace, right? And gratitude and encouragement into the day of another person. Some of the opportunities we're going to have they're going to cost more, right? Maybe financially or maybe of our time or our effort. But open your eyes today to look for an opportunity to serve somebody else and realize that as you do that, you are reflecting your Savior whose name you carry. Hey, I hope you can use this today, and I hope you'll tune in the rest of this week to find out even more subtle nuances, right, of what it means to serve the Lord and to serve others. You have a great day. God bless you.